When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
4 to 8 p.m. Ladies, if you're ready for an unforgettable night out, join us for an exciting evening of fun, laughter, and amazing prizes. Hop from one location to the next and enter the drawing at each stop when you make a purchase. Participating stores are Paula J's, Maurice's, Hunky Dory, G&G Pronto, Rosso and Wine, Heritage Salon, Brushed by Jude, Shop Gen Miracle, Studio Oski, Untamed Nutrition, LaRue & Co. Boutique, Hunter's Gift and Coffee Cafe, Stepping Stones Eagles Nest, Stella's Salon and Boutique at their new location, and Mahaska Drug, which closes at 7. It's Ladies Night Out Friday, April 25th from 4 to 8 p.m. in downtown Oskaloosa. Go to Experience Oskaloosa Events on Facebook for complete information. Get ready because Tyler Richardson and the High Bank Boys are coming to Sigourney on Saturday, April 26th at Enchanted Events, 20595 255th Street, just south of Sigourney. Order your tickets online by going to enchantedeventsvenue.com or find the Enchanted Events Facebook page for the ticket links. There are 3 different ticket options: general admission, VIP, or reserve. Doors open at 7 and the cash bar and band starts at 8. It's Tyler Richardson and the High Bank Boys, Saturday, April 26th at Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney. David K. this Saturday, April 26th from 7 to 9 p.m. Tickets for a tribute to Sir Elton John are $30 for adults, $15 for 18 and under. Purchase at the door or online at watchyoroperahouse.org. David K. rocks Elton's piano, vocal, and costumes, including sparkling eyeglasses. Popcorn, pop, and water will be served during the show, plus Grand Ranch will be serving food and drinks. Get your tickets for the Elton John tribute featuring David K. this Saturday at the Watch Your Opera House. The band 3 Buck Chuck is coming to the Keswick Tavern this Saturday, April 26th from 8 to 11 p.m. No cover charge. Plus, a special treat this Saturday night are the celebrity bartenders. It's the past 4 owners of the Keswick Tavern: Anthony, Max, Shauna, and Jim. It's going to be a great time this Saturday, April 26th from 8 to 11 p.m. 3 Buck Chuck and the celebrity bartenders live at the Keswick Tavern at 117 South Iron Street in Keswick. Hey, and welcome in. We are live from the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch, of course, in downtown Oskaloosa, part of the Penn Central Mall. And yes, it is time for the season debut of Tuesday Night Tune-Up. We are glad to be here at the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch. We've got Saif Grafke back as our host. We've got Marla, the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch store manager, and we've got Logan Anderson waiting in the wings for the racing portion of the show. But first, let's go to Saif. Saif, you got some questions for Marla? Let's get some of their good deals.
Yes, well, absolutely. Well, welcome back, race fans, to TNT, the Tuesday Night Tune-Up. It has been a long 6-month hiatus here for the show, and we are so happy to be back. It is that time in the spring here where racing is coming back to Southeast Iowa, and no better way to kick off the racing season other than TNT, the Tuesday Night Tune-Up. Again, we want to thank the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch for being our new host location. And we have Marla with us tonight with the Pizza Ranch here. Marla, thank you for making this the home of Tuesday Night Tune-Up.
Thank you. We're excited. Can't wait to see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. So Pizza Ranch here in Oskaloosa, under newer ownership here.
Yes, it is.
And we are so excited that you guys are really getting involved with our community now. And I know you guys do quite a bit with the community with your impact events and some other things to do. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what Pizza Ranch is doing in the Oskaloosa community?
We do have community impact nights, so we can come in here for tip nights. We can do donations. We can do silent auctions. We just need to reach out to us. We can reach out to you, try to build baskets, just try to help, pay for whatever it is that's needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give back with donations as well.
I love that. And then I know you guys do Cactus for a Cause.
We do. We do
right?
monthly, we pick monthly causes that, for nonprofit organizations. So that way, and people can come in and do Goodwill donation tips for free cactus bread and coffee.
Oh, that's awesome. And, other things you guys have are your different specials, nightly specials and stuff like that right behind us. We have the photo for my favorite night here, which is Wing Night, and I know you have some other ones as well.
We do. We have specials on Mondays. We have Kids Night on Tuesday nights. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 2 to 4, we have $9.99 buffets for happy hour. Wednesdays, we have Senior Days. Thursdays, Wing Night. Friday, Saturday, we really don't have a lot of themes yet. We got a lot of work on. Sundays, we're going to start having brunch. So we'll be open from 9:30 to do brunch, and then we should have most of that still on the buffet through the day. So yeah, we have some things changing.
Oh, that's very awesome. And it seems like this place has kind of been a little bit of a revival.
Yes.
It seems not only from the community side, what you guys are doing, your nightly specials and stuff, but it seems like also on a social media side, you guys are a little bit more involved. So people are wanting to find out more about the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch. How can they go about that?
All they have to do is message. They can call, email us. It's all on the website. They can come in here, sit down and talk to me, see what we need, what we can do to reach out for them, help them out. Yeah. Oh,
I love that. And one last thing is it's more than just the location here that you guys can do. What are some other things if someone wants something catered or
we can do
like
catering, we can deliver, we can do big events. We have something for everybody. There is a way that we can make anything work. We just gotta reach out and get it done. We can do weddings. We've done a small wedding, catered their rehearsal dinner. Just, things, birthday parties. There's something for everybody.
Awesome. Well, that is great to hear. Thank you so much, Marla, for coming on and talking about all the exciting things happening at the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch.
Thank you.
Again, thank you for becoming the new place for Tuesday Night Tune-Up
it's our honor.
To be.
It's our
so
pleasure.
Thank you so much. Alrighty, folks, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be back with Logan Anderson in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
When you need a break, Pizza Ranch is ready. Rough day or good day, sometimes you just need a buffet. And we've got all your favorites always ready to serve. Come to the place that puts a smile on your face. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
At Nutrient Ag Solutions, we are dedicated to your success. We partner with growers like you to expand your possibilities with unparalleled offerings. Your unique challenges are met with more customized solutions than anyone else can offer. With you, we're feeding the future together.
If you've had a run-in with a deer, a fender bender, or any sort of accident with your vehicle, take it to Tony and the guys at Sigourney Body Shop at 210 West Clark Street in Sigourney. They'll get you back on the road in no time. And Tony will help you out with a free estimate. It's service with a smile at Sigourney Body Shop. Give them a call at 641-622-2022 or again, stop in at 210 West Clark Street in Sigourney. Julie's Homestyle Cafe at 216 South Market in Oskaloosa is a small place with a great big taste of home cooking. Established in 2009, Julie's Homestyle Cafe serves breakfast, lunch. You can have a slice of pie, dessert, and soft drinks. Julie's Homestyle Cafe is a veteran-owned cafe serving traditional breakfast and homemade lunch meals just like Mom used to make. Find more information at julieshomestylecafe.com or follow their page on Facebook. Hey, we are back here on Tuesday Night Tune-Up. Again, we are live from the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch. We thank the Pizza Ranch for being our host venue. We thank all of our sponsors on board for this year, including Nutrien Ag in Keswick, Iowa, Sigourney Body Shop, Julie's Homestyle Cafe, Copeland Auto Body, Sigourney Motors, Sinclair Napa in Sigourney, and James Family Greenhouse. We did have to start up the video again, but we are recording the whole thing. So, of course, we had some technical snafus on the first night, but looks like we have a nice steady stream going right now. Let's take it back to Saif Grafke with our guest for tonight, Mr. Logan Anderson.
All righty, welcome back, race fans, to TNT, the Tuesday Night Tune-Up. It is time for our big interview of the night. This driver hails from Eddyville, Iowa. He has won the IMCA Super Nationals before and countless other wins beside that. We are honored to have here tonight the driver of the number 53 modified Herbie fully loaded Logan Anderson. Logan, thanks for coming on tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So it's a busy season already for you. You guys have already gone and raced some. You won a big race last weekend at Burlington at 34 Raceway. Why don't you kind of tell us about how the season has started? You know, new car, a lot of new components for your team. Why don't you just talk us through some of that?
Yeah, moving up to the modified was definitely a big jump that I figured I ought to take at some point. You know, I won over 100 features in the sport mod class, so, I mean, figure at some point if you're disappointed to go to the track and get second, you know, you should probably move up and, you know, take on another challenge and,
Sure.
you know, my racing career.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've worked your way up through the rank of Sport Mod, which for a long time has been one of the more challenging classes. You've had so many big names that have stayed in that class, you know, Carter Vandenberg and Braden Carter and McGuire DeYoung and a lot of these very elite drivers that are in that class, and you've gone and you've competed very well against them. You've won the Super Nationals, which I think Sport Mod's up there is one of the toughest classes by far to win. So yeah, modified's definitely a huge jump. And you know, going from the Sport Mod to the modified, what are some of the biggest differences so far that you've noticed between the two?
Just like how the car stays up on the bars, and you got to ride the brake more in a modified than you did in the Sport Mod, kind of, and that's a little bit hard to get used to. But I think I kind of figured it out somewhat quick and was able to just get the feel for the modified. It was just, I mean, I've had Grand Sport Mod for so many years. I know what feel I want. So, you know, the first couple nights in the modified, I was trying to find that feel again of, you know, just getting the right rear stuck and how I want the car to feel. And
Right.
we got her pretty close. Andy at Precision Performance, you know, got me close as a baseline setup, and we tuned on her a little bit and was able to pick up the win, you know, the third night out. So definitely cannot complain.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things like a lot of guys talk about, or when you go from a Sport Mod to a modified, is, you know, having the full sail panel. Your wing on the back there is a little different as well. So from a standpoint of when you talk about how the car feels, how much different are they aerodynamically from each other? Have you really felt that a whole lot, or?
Not really. I mean, just the modified, you know, I have the new IMCA spec motor, so it's got, you know, probably like close to 100 horse more than my Sport Mod did. So the feel is it's quite a bit different as far as like the speed threshold down the straightaways, like getting up quicker. I mean, because lap times, I mean, Sport Mods are usually, you know, maybe half a second behind a mod or
Right.
so, but just the speed down the straightaway, and just, you know, because you can only go so fast through the corner itself. So I mean, just that speed going down the straightaway is the biggest thing, you know, I've felt. And other than that, I mean, trying to get the same feel in the mod as what I had in the Sport Mod, which feel like we've done a pretty good job so far getting the car how I like it to feel. So
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, when you look at the tracks you run, you know, like Columbus Junction and Burlington, stuff like that, how do you feel like those tracks are in a modified? Are they kind of more of what you like out of a track, you know, kind of that the way the corners are set up or the straightaways, or?
yeah, like I feel like I can drive harder you know, because in the sport mod you're kind of, you know, you're limited on power, obviously,
Right.
and you're kind of right at that, you know, right about the perfect horsepower to how much traction the cars have in a sport mod. So in the modified, I can lay into the gas a little bit, and it's, you know, you can actually spin the, you know, blow the tires off if you know, if you have to, or kind of makes the car a little more drivable with a little more power. So if you get tight, you can kind of throttle out of it and stuff like that. Where in the sport mod, if you got tight and you throttle out of it, sometimes you just keep pushing, you know, because it doesn't have the power to bring it around. But
it seems like, I don't want to say, from what I've always heard from guys, that modified is more forgiving, but, you know, in a sport mod, it seems you really have to keep your momentum up.
Oh, for
They're
sure.
very momentum-driven cars, so then when you get into a modified, if you do have something, like you said, getting tight or loose and get off a little bit, you can definitely get kind of back up to that person if you have a good battle going on.
Yeah, and there's obviously a lot more modified drivers that, you know, are big-name modified drivers. And, I mean, there's tons of good guys in the sport mod class, but, you know, just it being sport mods instead of modifieds, people don't look at it the same way. So, and it's just
absolutely
racing with you know, all the different names and stuff like that's definitely something to. It's cool, you know.
Yeah.
Racing different people. You know, I've raced the same guys for, you know, the past 8 years basically. So it's definitely cool to, you know, race some of the bigger name guys and hopefully beat them and, you know, have a good season.
Yeah, so I mean, when you talk about, you know, traveling and everything, what does that look like for you this year compared to years past? I mean, obviously you're in a new class, and it seems like modified racing has been maybe kind of in a weird spot because there are so many high-profile drivers, but it seems like series-wise, you see USMTS and some of these other ones, and there's still a good amount of IMCA, it seems, but special-wise, it's kind of been different, too. You know, stock cars seem to have kind of taken the show a little bit, so for you wanting to travel and maybe try to get to some of these bigger shows, what does that look like this year?
Oh, yeah, I definitely plan on going to Wisconsin for their, what is it, Clash at the Creek, I think is what the modified one is called, and I always went down for the Captain of the Creek for the sport mod for over, and I plan on going to all the big weekly specials like throughout the week because I plan on running Columbus Junction and 34 weekly, see how that turns out, and kind of go for modified rookie of the year is what my goal is. So
yeah, and then I mean, yeah, in that perspective, you know, again, talking about how modified racing I feel has changed so much. It was always that very elite class, and it still is a very elite class, but we have that kind of weird shift where it seems like a lot of guys are going to stock car now. They have crazy payouts, crazy specials, and then you look at chassis builders too now, and you're starting to get some newer ones in the modified, it seems. You know, you have Vanderbilt doing more modified stuff. I mean, he does a lot of stock cars too, but, you know, he's pretty famous on the modified side. And then you have Zane DeVilbiss coming now, and he's in Marshalltown. So what are you seeing as a driver getting in that's also been here a while in sport mod, looking and seeing what's happening with the modified racing?
yeah, I hope, I mean, with all of the, I mean, stock cars and modifieds, they're having a lot of higher paying races all over the country, but I hope it, you know, modifieds, I've seen this year just a few of the tracks we've been to. I mean, they seem like there's a little more than maybe there was last year, and other tracks there's a little less. It just kind of depends on the area, and if you get a little further south, there's a little less IMCA mods, you know, because then you're starting to get into, you know, USRA country and all that, and that kind of hurts the car counts down there. But if you get a, you know, central, northern Iowa, they seem to be holding pretty strong. About the same with sport mods. It seems like in Marshalltown, I think there was actually more modifieds there than there was sport mods, which is a few years ago that would have been, unheard of.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So looking at, moving and, saying you've competed with the best in sport mods and stuff, if maybe there's one driver or maybe a couple in particular where it's like, I really want to beat this person this year, who are maybe some drivers that you've kind of thought like, man, I'd really like to beat this person?
I mean, there's so many good ones around in Iowa, but I mean, I want to beat all of them, obviously.
Right.
I mean, Tim Ward, Tom Berry, Dylan Thornton, all those guys. I want to go to, big shows and obviously be competitive and be in contention to win. And I obviously want to win a few of them. And feel like the way the year's going, I mean, we've won 3 of the first 6 races we've raced, so I hope that I can stay competitive all year and pick up some big wins just like we did in the sport mod. So
yeah, so I mean, you went from being one of the elites in sport mod racing, which truly you were. I mean, you had over 100 wins, super nationals. I mean, if you look at the list of what it takes, I would say to be one of the higher up names in the sport mod drivers, you hit all those categories and then some. So now stepping in to modified, how has that maybe impacted you as a driver with some of your train of thought and whatnot?
I'm type that just gets in the car and goes.
Yeah.
The car, I mean, my car's good. I got good equipment, and I feel like as long as I'm able to still, compete and all that, I mean, we should be good to go. So, yeah.
And that's always tough, and the thing is it seems when you get up to these and you're talking about those Tim Wards, Dylan Thorntons, TBJs and stuff, how important is the maintenance program with this?
Yeah, that's huge. It's just being able to maintain speed throughout the year, and that's a thing a ton of people struggle with is, be lights out one week and the next week they, aren't any good at all, and just being, staying competitive and consistent every week is, it's huge, and maintenance is, a lot to do with that, and just, checking your shocks, just going over the car and in general, just checking nuts and bolts every week, just making sure you don't have anything stupid happen, that'd take you out of, if you're racing for points or anything, one bad night can, ruin your point season if you're going for that. So, it's huge. You don't want to be leading a big race and, have, something break and just because of lack of maintenance or something you should have looked at and you didn't. So, it's got to spend a couple nights in the shop every week, just going over stuff and doing all the tire work, which is, a huge part of racing. So
right. It seems especially lately, have there been as many issues this year that you've noticed with the Hoosier tires compared to maybe last year or the years past? Because I know kind of after the whole COVID, things kind of got weird with tires. They were having issues with some of the compounds and tire wear and some of that funky stuff. Are you noticing that as much this year, or?
I haven't had any problems, but I was fortunate enough I never really had any tire problems like a lot of people were having, delaminating them and all that, but I haven't seen anything this year. I'm sure we probably will see, since it's early in the season yet.
Right.
There'll be a few Facebook posts of people, showing it, but I hope I don't have any problems, and I hope, Hoosiers got their stuff figured out. I know they got a new late model tire now and stuff, so they're trying to, I guess,
right some wrongs.
Yeah, try to make things right.
Absolutely. And, you talk about the importance of maintenance, and you're going to all these races, you have a big trailer, and it takes an army to really keep yourself at that elite level like you have, and now rolling into modifieds where, everyone could win that night, especially in a modified race. So who all is helping you on the 53 car this year?
Oh, my buddy Keith. If I'm at the shop, he's there helping me. My father-in-law, Robert, obviously my wife, and 2 kids for putting up with racing it, Olivia and Rylan. they got to hang out at the shop a couple nights a week and play out there while we work on the car. And just all my sponsors, DR Farms, Middle Coop Seed, Veenstruck Construction, AMC Mechanical, LA Lawn Care, couple products, Henry Headers, Freedom Lifts, Precision Performance, Performer Chassis, just anyone that helps out. There's several people that help, throw a few hundred here and there for tires, you see at the races. And I mean, yeah.
So running a Performer chassis, and we've talked to Kyle Harwood quite a bit about this. What's that relationship like with Andy Eckridge? Because everything I've heard, he is. You look at chassis builders, and you have some that are great. They're very helpful. They give you the tools to help you be successful. And so, how is Andy on that end for you? I mean, from what I've heard is, if you're running a Performer, you get elite service from him.
Oh yeah, Andy's. He's top notch when it comes to that. You send him a text or anything or call him. He's pretty much always gonna answer. And he's just a straight up guy too, and that's hard to come by. Just being able to send someone a message and get a response somewhat quick and not a few days later and stuff is, it's hard to come by in racing. Because
and he races too. He's one of those modified drivers we're talking about where if you show up to a track and he's there, boy, he's a tough customer.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people to deal with too, so being able to, the majority of his day is probably taking phone calls and,
sure.
and so having, what I would consider, one of the best as far as chassis and stuff in IMCA in general throughout the country, it's awesome to be able to have that to, give you that good baseline to start the year, and to be able to go out and be competitive fast and good equipment.
And so another big thing it seems that it comes down to is shocks. Who you're going through, setup, everything. How big is that game for you now? Sport mods, it was always tough, but modifieds, you really got to have that thing dialed in.
Yeah, and it goes back to Andy. He's gives you good shocks and dummy proofs them and puts slick, you put this one on, tacky, put this one on. So just being able to have all that and knowing when to put it on and just it's great, I guess. So
sure, absolutely. Well, Logan, we're gonna let you get back to your family here, so we appreciate you coming on tonight and talking some racing with us. So one last thing, if you have a weekend off where you're not racing, what is the ideal Logan Anderson weekend?
Weekend off not racing.
Oh, that's a weird question because you're always racing.
We'd probably, it'd probably be raining, so we'd probably end up going to Des Moines and going out to eat or something with the wife and kids, or end up in some other shenanigans helping a buddy do something. I don't know, but my wife would like it if we went to Des Moines, probably.
There you go. Okay, she's gonna hold you to that now. I hope you know that. I'm really sorry about that, but it sounds like you got some. You may have got some Olive Garden visits or something coming that way. So
yeah, hopefully we don't have too many rain out weekends.
Hopefully not. Mother Nature is doing pretty good on her record book this year, it seems, though. So
yeah,
we'll find out. But thank you, Logan, for coming on tonight and talking about your new and exciting world of modified racing. We want to wish you the best of luck here, and yeah, we'll talk to you later, man.
Yep, thanks. I appreciate you for having me on.
Yeah, so folks, this takes care of our interview portion on tonight. TNT, the Tuesday Night Tune-Up. We'll come back with some results and some juice here next.
At Copeland Auto Body, we strive to be the area's consistent provider of advanced collision repair. We want all of our customers to have a stress-free experience when they bring their car to Copeland Auto Body. Give them a call at 641-653-2140. Find them online at CopelandAutoBody.com. Copeland Auto Body, located in Hedrick, Copeland Collision Center in Oskaloosa, and Copeland Towing and Recovery in Sigourney. For auto body and towing for Hedrick, Oskaloosa, and Sigourney, see Copeland Auto Body. Sigourney Motors is a great place for quality used cars and trucks, and most vehicles are priced under $10,000. Right now featuring a 2019 Dodge Grand Caravan SXT. It's a great family vehicle priced at only $79.95. And also a 2010 Chevy Equinox LT. Runs and drives great, priced at just $74.95. Sigourney Motors also offers oil changes and maintenance repairs and more. Stop in and see CJ at 705 East Jackson in Sigourney. Call 641-224-8056 or email SigourneyMotors@gmail.com. Got a problem under the hood? At Sinclair Napa, we're here to help. No matter if you're tuning up the family car, gearing up your heavy-duty truck, or maintaining your boat, we have the know-how you need to keep your ride running strong. Whether it's top-notch parts, expert advice, or unbeatable customer service, Sinclair Napa is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Because at Sinclair Napa, we don't just sell parts, we're here to help you get the job done. Stop by today in Sigourney, Montezuma, Williamsburg, Centerville, or Ottumwa, or visit us at SinclairNapa.com. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You gotta stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
When you need a break, Pizza Ranch is ready. Rough day or good day, sometimes you just need a buffet. And we've got all your favorites always ready to serve. Come to the place that puts a smile on your face. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions, we are dedicated to your success. We partner with growers like you to expand your possibilities with unparalleled offerings. Your unique challenges are met with more customized solutions than anyone else can offer. With you, we're feeding the future together.
If you've had a run-in with a deer, a fender bender, or any sort of accident with your vehicle, take it to Tony and the guys at Sigourney Body Shop at 210 West Clark Street in Sigourney. They'll get you back on the road in no time, and Tony will help you out with a free estimate. It's service with a smile at Sigourney Body Shop. Give them a call at 641-622-2022, or again, stop in at 210 West Clark Street in Sigourney. Julie's Homestyle Cafe at 216 South Market in Oskaloosa is a small place with a great big taste of home cooking. Established in 2009, Julie's Homestyle Cafe serves breakfast, lunch. You can have a slice of pie, dessert, and soft drinks. Julie's Homestyle Cafe is a veteran-owned cafe serving traditional breakfast and homemade lunch meals just like Mom used to make. Find more information at julieshomestyle.cafe.com or follow their page on Facebook. Hey, we are live here at the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch. We are doing the debut episode of TNT Tuesday Night Tune-Up. And yeah, as we mentioned earlier, we had a little bit of a snafu with the Wi-Fi, but we are solid. We are ready to go. We thank Logan Anderson for being in as our guest this week. We've got more with Saif Grafke. Saif, you got some juicy juice?
Oh, man, we have all sorts of stuff here to unload, Steve. I mean, you want to talk about a bunch of different things we got to talk about. It is the time where we talk about some results and some other things that are going on within the racing world. So first off, to get everyone a little pumped up for next week's episode, we're going to have Gordy Grubb and Justin Moose Smith here. We're going to talk about what's going on with the PCRC club, with the racing world there with the RC cars, about some new and exciting stuff that they have going on within the PCRC with the 1RC race cars. So we look forward to that. Also next week, do not forget, it is the season opener out here at the Southern Iowa Speedway. We are so excited to get back to racing action here in Southeast Iowa, and next week is the week here at Oskaloosa at the Monster Half Mile. So we look forward to seeing each and every one of you in the stands next Wednesday night here. We're going to start off the World Outlaws for the first time since the 90s. Came to Knoxville, Iowa in April to kick off the season opener at the sprint car capital of the world in Knoxville. And Rico Abreu was able to win his 18th World of Outlaw feature, as the young man from California was able to get it done against a hard-charging Kyle Larson. So it was a great race there at Knoxville. As always, when the Outlaws are here, they're going to get an extra chance here before the Nationals to do some tuning and get ready for that big event. But Rico Abreu takes home first place. We had Young Money Kyle Larson in second, Logan Schuhart in third, Sunshine Tyler Courtney in fourth, and Aaron Reitzel takes home fifth. Some other news in the World of Outlaw sprint car world is Donnie Schatz and the Tony Stewart Racing team has decided to ditch the Ford Motor program and go back to running a Chevrolet engine, as a shocking turn of events there, as they've decided to pull the plug on Ford Performance and go back to the Chevy motors in a early season decision by Tony Stewart Racing. We're not 100% sure what's going on there, but I know that Donnie has been struggling lately, and they believe that part of that was due to the engine program, and also with Tony Stewart not in NASCAR and all ties cut with that, they think that this might have opened up a new opportunity for the number 15 Tony Stewart Racing car there with that program. Also, in more news with the World Outlaw Sprint Car Series, Jacob Allen decides to pull off the road with the World Outlaw Series and the High Limit Series. He has a variety of different drivers lined up to be in the 1A car now, as Jacob has decided to step back, take some time to be with family, and start on another career path for him. We are sad to see Jacob Allen go, as he is related to the one and only the great Bobby Allen himself. So Jacob Allen no longer in a sprint car. As we transition into the World Outlaw late model side, April 12th was their last race, as Mother Nature continues her reign of dominance in racing here this early spring throughout the Midwest. April 12th was the Illy 100 at Farmer City Raceway in Illinois. Brandon Shepard able to pick up another World of Outlaw win, surprise, surprise. And then Bobby Pierce, Drake Troutman, Brian Shirley, and Dustin Sorensen round out your top fives in the 60-lap main event for the Illy 100. Drake Troutman now finds himself in great position to be the new Rookie of the Year contender. And in some more news with the World Outlaw Late Models this year, Morton Builders does not return as their main sponsor. Their new sponsor is Real American Beer. So Real American Beer now becomes your new headlining sponsor for the World Outlaw Late Model Series. Uh-oh.
I got to jump in here, Saif. Isn't that Hulk Hogan's beer?
Is it?
I think it is, brother.
Oh, wow.
I'll Google it real quick.
Okay, Steve's going to research that while we talk about Mother Nature winning so many races already this year that it's not even funny. So the next race for the World Outlaw Late Models is on the 30th here of April in Texarkana at the Texarkana 67 Speedway. Steve is over here nodding his head. He has never been so excited before about anything racing until now. Steve, you're a huge Hulk fan, aren't you? Or are you not?
Brother. Yeah, brother.
Yeah, so Steve's one of those guys where he's into the professional wrestling, aren't you?
Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and, Hulk up.
Is that what they say?
Real American Beer.
Is that the catch line for it?
That's what he used to say. I mean, that's what he said back in the 80s. I don't know what the pitch is for the Real American
Neil,
Beer.
do you know? By the way, folks, off camera right now, we have the big ticket. Neil Kratz here in the house. I mean, we are so excited to have Neil back here with us on TNT, the Tuesday Night Tune-Up.
He has saved me tonight. He is very helpful behind the scenes, and I'm being completely honest. He saved the show tonight.
Neil literally saved the show. And, again, we really want to thank real quick Pizza Ranch, Oskaloosa. Make sure you come here on Thursday nights for their wing night. It's very important to get your chicken wings in for the week, and no better place to do it than your Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch. So
that's one of the food groups is the wings.
Yeah, no, seriously, I think it should.
I think they just added that to like the national food list. I think Kennedy.
But regular chicken wings, not boneless, because there's no such thing as a boneless wing. We're not going to get into that. We're going to keep going back here. We got a little off track. We're going to bring it back now here. So, High Limits Racing, they have been on another bit of a hiatus here with all of the weather, pardon me, Mother Nature and a few other things. So one thing to talk about with the High Limit Series is they have 14 drivers and counting that have now been full-time on the High Limit Tour, and we had four of them in the top 5 with the World Outlaw Sprint Car Series at Knoxville. So is this the year where the High Limit Series really starts to flex and show that they are the superior of the two touring sprint car shows through the United States this year? Is this the year that Young Money and Brad Sweet have finally figured it out? We will find out as we look at our points leader is the big cat Brad Sweet. Tyler Sunshine Courtney is second in points. Aaron Reitzel in third. The Myerstown Missile Brent Marks in fourth. And Rico Abreu fifth in points with your High Limit Series. And then over the weekend, here locally, we had 34 Raceway hosted the Slocum 50, which is one of their big crown jewel events for the year. And Bobby Pierce wins the Mars late model race at 34 for the Slocum 50. Modifieds was Logan Anderson, who we talked to earlier. Stock cars was Kurt Kinsley. And in the 305 sprint cars, we had Tanner Gebhardt. So again, we want to congratulate all of the winners there at the Slocum 50. I know that's one of their big races down there at Burlington. And again, we want to remind everyone that, again, next Wednesday night is the opening night here at the Southern Iowa Speedway. And then Columbus Junction runs Friday night, and Saturday you can go down to Burlington 34 Raceway for their big season opener. And also Knoxville Raceway will have their weekly racing action back next week. My name is Saif Grafke. I have been your host here tonight. Uh-oh.
Not done yet.
Oh, no.
We are going to bring the man, Neil Krott, into the scene. Neil, we're going to put in a little plug for what's going on here at Pizza Ranch.
I'll tell you what's going on. Monday through Wednesday, 2 to 4 p.m. That's happy hour, baby.
Why is your microphone not? There we go.
Whoa, happy hour?
Happy hour at the ranch.
No.
Right here. Monday, Wednesday, 2 to 4.
2 to 4.
Yeah.
$9.99.
$9.99 buffet, man.
$9.99 buffet. And that's beverage included, folks.
What? Get out of the city, Safe.
No,
I mean, we're gonna.
You want to come into the city?
Yeah. Oh, you're driving me
2
insane.
to 4. Monday through Wednesday.
Yeah, that again, Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch. What we're looking at, you see that on your screen there. Happy hour Monday through Wednesday, 2 to 4.
Beverage
$9.99 buffet, beverage included. That's an Oskaloosa Hy-Vee, 120 High Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
Don't ever touch my advertising markets again here, because that freaks me out. Yeah. Get your own board.
What do you consider this? Theft? At that
Be quiet. Be quiet. But yeah, make sure you stop out to the Pizza Ranch.
Real quick, while I have you.
Oh, shocks. Shocks.
Well, no. Hey, Neil, what's your favorite pizza at Pizza Ranch in Oskaloosa? Come on.
Okay. Tonight I had the bacon and jalapeno.
Really?
It was really good.
That sounds.
And then whatever the other one was, it had nothing but a bunch of veggies and some sausage, like kielbasa sausage. It was really good. Can you say kielbasa? Don't try.
No. Well,
it was
so
good.
I just had a thin beef pizza tonight.
Yeah,
it was tasty. And then we're gonna top it off with an ice cream cone before we get out.
Oh, you know what? They have the skillet cookie over there. You take a piece of the skillet cookie and put some ice cream on top. There's an idea for you folks.
There's a reason the three of us look the way we do.
That is so
we
true.
Like to eat.
Steve is off camera. If you saw him, you would understand.
Thanks for joining the show tonight, everybody.
All right.
That's
I
it.
think that's a good segue out of the show, and you'll see a new host probably next week. So I appreciate you guys. Again, next week we'll have Gordy and Justin on from the PCRC 1RC Sprint Club here in Oskaloosa, talking about RC car racing and everything going on with some new and exciting adventures that they have going on with that program. So we want to thank all of you for tuning in here to TNT, the Tuesday Night Tune-Up.
And we thank all of our sponsors. That includes our host venue, Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch, Nutrien Ag in Keswick, Sigourney Body Shop, Julie's Homestyle Cafe, Copeland Auto Body, Sigourney Motors, Sinclair Napa, and James Family Greenhouse. We'll be back here next Tuesday for another Tuesday Night Tune-Up here on Steve Shuttler Media.
TNT.
Ow!